Okay, so today I'm using Arches watercolor paper. It's 300 grams and it's cold pressed. And the colors that I'm using are Imperial Purple. This is from Daniel Smith. And Hansa Yellow Medium. Lunar Blue. New Gamboge. It's a darker yellow shade. And Cascade Green. And for the brushes, I'm using a size 5 from Da Vinci Maestro. And I'm using a size 1 from the same series. Hello everyone, today we are going to paint some very loose black-eyed Susan. I have already very lightly sketched it on the paper, and now I'm starting with some just plain water. And then I'll start dropping the color here. First I am adding the Hansa Yellow. Then I'm adding some darker color. This is my new Gamboge. So it shows the color variation here. And also some shadows. Now for the middle part, I'm again starting with new Gamboge. I'll add the darker color later to it. And I'm leaving some area where you can see the highlight. And now for the second flower, it's the same thing. Start with the plain clean water. And then Hansa Yellow color. Just forming the petal shapes very loosely. I'm adding the darker new Gamboge. And here you can use any color that you want or whatever is available with you. These are just for the reference. If you have these, then you can use them. Otherwise, you can just use the color, whichever color, similar color that you have with you. So now we'll start darkening the milk part, and for that I'm adding my imperial purple. So when the purple mixes with dark yellow, it actually looks brown. The petals are still a little wet, so some of the color will bleed through it, but then that's fine. I think that looks good. Again, go to the second one and the same process, adding some purple. Now for the stem, I'm using my size 1 brush, and for the color I'm using the Cascade Green, which I mixed with the yellow. So I mix it with the new gamboge. We can add some leaves. Again, the same color mixture. It's Cascade Green and new gamboge. So now using the darker yellow shade, I'm just adding some lines to the flower, to the petals. Just flicking it through. You don't have to do it in each petal, wherever, you you can just do it in some of the petals. Just adding some dots to the middle part to show the fuzzy things there, and then some making it a little bit darker at the bottom. Just use some clean water to soften this up. Some splashes. So we are basically done at this point. So this is actually done. So you can stop at this point, or you can we can go ahead and add some background, but it could be like two different pictures. One with like this, you can just stop here, and the next time you can add some background to it. So for adding the background, it's just very simple. I'll just add some water. So don't touch the flowers, just paint some water, like clean water around it. And at this point, the painting is dry, so I mean, even if there is some water going over the flower, it won't affect it. Just do it lightly, don't rub it hard on it. So we'll put the water all around, and then we can add some colors. If you see in the picture, there are some dark and light green areas behind, so we will just try to mimic that. Again, I'm using the same green that I use for the stems and leaves. It's my cascade green, and it's mixed with some Hansa yellow, and at some places with new gamboge. So you can just drop the color here and there. And for the darker color, I'm using lunar blue. But if you have some other dark color like Payne's gray, you can use that color. You can use as much or as little color that you want to add to the background. And since it's wet, so all these colors will mix nicely into each other. And then I can splash some green. Some yellow also. So this yellow can indicate some distance flowers. So at this point, if you feel like the colors have dried up light, you can add some more color to it. So now I can remove the painter's tape. I would suggest that you wait till the picture is completely dry, your painting is completely dried. I'm just doing it right now because it was not so wet, but it's a good idea to wait all the way till it gets dried up. So we are all done here. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed painting it. Thank you.